the London Bridge entrance. We'll get the footage here because there was an accident back there and I don't want to be involved because, you know, liability. The big fountain, London Bridge. And there's the London Bridge in the background. Didn't you go kayaking everywhere?
Just go wash my hands, Jeff.
Yep, I'm not going anywhere. There's the famous London Bridge.
South America. It can take up to 2 months to fly here, and some come from as far away as Argentina. There's a whole bunch more on the other side of the bridge here too. Once these small birds arrive here, they use special mud they find along the riverbank, twirling their beaks in the mud, creating mud balls, which they then fly back to the nest and stack one at a time, like bricks on a house or on a bridge. Little London Bridge history. Nobody knows exactly how many bridges were built across the River Thames in London, England. 2,000 years ago, the Romans controlled a small trading outpost they called Londinium. It wasn't until Rome fell that they started to call it London. Well, during the Roman occupation, they figured between 10 to 15 bridges were built across the River Thames. All of these were made of wood, and most of these were pontoon style, or floating bridges. The London Bridge is Falling Down song we're all so familiar with, one of those wooden bridges. In the year 1209, the first stone bridge was built, made entirely of granite. It spanned 300 yards and had 19 supporting arches. The Londoners were known to display the seven. And if you look atop the roadway, you'll see some green lampposts up there. Those lamps were cast from cannons seized from Napoleon in his defeat at the Battle of Waterloo in the year 1815. The Londoners melted down those cannons and created new lamps for their new bridge. So, ta-da, the London Bridge. To Black Canyon near modern-day Las Vegas. If the captain was lucky, this one-way journey would have taken him 30 days. Stopping along the way, the captains would have traded the miners their ore for food, fuel, and equipment that was needed. This went on for approximately 80 years, from the year 1854 to... There was no way to get the riverboats around the dam, and without the riverboats, there was no way to get the miners what they needed, so riverboating and mining came to an abrupt end. This whole area we're boating over is where the mining camp would have been located. The river would have been about 300 feet behind us. You kind of have to imagine 75 to 100 shanty shacks and tents in here, housing well over 100 miners. Mining apparatus would strewn throughout the area, and the burro would have been here as well. The burro was considered the muscle of the mining operation. The colors look so good after a good rain. It's always nice after a rain. Well, up ahead, past that palm tree and up over that hill and on the ridge line is where the original copper mine was located. All that light-colored soil you see there to the right of the palm tree is the tailings, the leftover unwanted material from the mining operation.
There's an archway up.
Yep.
And as we continue to come about, here on this little rock island, is a stainless steel spike has been driven into the saddle of the rock. That once supported a cable that went all the way to the top of that ridgeline that the miners used to help haul the ore out of the mine. By the 1940s, the lake had been formed, and by the 1970s, we were becoming very popular for our boating recreation. Boaters coming out for the weekend would often find themselves trapped here in Copper Canyon for the entire day. There'd be so many boats in here, there'd be no way in or out. You could walk from one side of the canyon to the other, atop of boats, a favorite pastime to this day. The centerpiece of Copper Canyon is the jump rock, right here to our left. Most boaters that come here jump off that rock at some point. A couple shots of liquid courage never hurts. 25 feet deep. The rock right here has 3 jumping levels. The first is 15, the middle's 25, the very tippy top is 35 feet high. The water is 25 feet deep here, except for a rocky outcropping most folks seem to miss. We've gone many years accident-free. And I don't think those boaters behind us are going to swim, so probably no local wildlife to entertain you right there. Well, Copper Canyon does go around this corner. Captain Tim's going to navigate us around the corner so you can see where the canyon ends. He will turn the boat in both directions so everyone has a photo opportunity. We are blessed here on Lake Havasu that the lake has to maintain a consistent water level in order for those intake pipes to pump it across to the southwest cities. In truth, we have a treaty that says it won't vary more than 10 feet. We're the only piece in the Colorado that has that. And in actuality, it's only really about 5 feet that it varies. Normally in the winter, it's a wee bit lower because that's what happens in the winter. They usually keep it nice and full in the summer for the increased boater traffic. But since we had rains, it's nice and full right now.
How much water actually makes it to the Sea of Cortez?
A trickle. A trickle. A trickle. I've driven down there by that part and it's a trickle. If you look down this canyon, you can see a little sandy / grassy beach down there. That is where the canyon ends. That little beach has room for 1 boat, 2 if it's a really small boat. Now if you look on the cliffside over there to the left, there's a hole in the rock up there with some nesting material. That was home to a golden eagle for many years. Last year it was home to a family of